Hello and welcome to episode 98 of Big Blue News.
Let's waste no time and get right into the stories. Recently, a cold case was brought back up, leading to the exhumation of 15-year-old Henry Bedard, who was murdered in December of 1974. Bedard was last seen December 16, 1974, walking on Paradise Road after doing some Christmas shopping in Winnan Square. The following day, Henry was found dead in the woods off Suffolk Ave after being beaten with a baseball bat. Unfortunately, no arrests had been made. His body was recently dug up by the FBI, as the FBI was trying to find DNA on the murder weapon. Essex County District Attorney Paul Tucker said that advances in forensic science and technology have led to new criminal investigation avenues that were not possible in the past. They're hoping that these significant advances will lead to significant evidence. Furthermore, former forensic scientists have analyzed and confirmed that there was human blood on the bat. However, no fingerprints they lifted were a match in their files. This case is still under investigation. If you have any information regarding the murder weapon or murder of Henry Bedard, you can contact the Swampscott Police Department.
A major peace deal between Israel and Hamas has started with a ceasefire and a trade of hostages for Palestinian prisoners. This agreement allows more humanitarian aid to enter Gaza, a critical need highlighted when activist Greta Thunberg was detained on earlier aid flotilla. Although this first step has paused the fighting, the long-term plan still faces difficult changes, such as deciding who will govern Gaza and how to address the issue of Hamas's weapons.
As of October 1st, 2025, a government shutdown has begun due to Republican and Democratic Party members being unable to agree upon a funding bill. The shutdown stemmed from the disagreement on when and if lawmakers would pass a bill that would increase the amount of money that the Affordable Care Act receives funding from. In the Republican view, Representative Aaron Houchin stated, "If you have to think about the four things that we're doing in Medicaid to strengthen it, we're removing anybody that is illegal, ineligible, or duplicate, and we're ensuring that able-bodied adults on the expansion population have a very modest work requirement in exchange for receiving benefits. Those things are overwhelmingly supported by the American people, yet the Democrats continue to lie about what the bill is actually doing." Meanwhile, Democratic Representative Richie Torres argues Democrats are in Washington, D.C., intent on reopening the government and keeping health care affordable, whereas Republicans are on vacation. This amplifies the turmoil between the two parties. This has affected thousands of federal workers, as many non-essential federal services have been suspended, while other members, including active service members in the military, will work without receiving pay. Citizens of America are starting to get affected by the shutdown due to air traffic control staffing shortages in 12 different Federal Aviation Administration facilities that received staffing shortages on Monday, October 6th, and another 6 FAA facilities on Tuesday, October 7th. Republican Speaker Mike Johnson claimed the House did its job. In news of potentially ending this government shutdown, both parties remain in a stalemate and hold their grounds firmly. As of week 2 of the shutdown, there has been no progress. Republicans in the House, however, have passed a bill that would fund the government until November 21st. Now we head over to Jasper and Alex, who have the latest news regarding entertainment.
Thanks, Jamie. Swampscott High School's drama club is going to perform a play called Murder by Poe on October 29th, directed by Mr. Pierce. The play is a mashup celebrating many of Edgar Allan Poe's short stories. It focuses on a lost woman who accidentally stumbles in a house full of murderers and eventually meets Poe himself. It is an ensemble piece with 18 people starring Scott Myers-Smith as the lost woman and Michael Schwartz as the lead detective. Be sure to purchase your tickets in the school to help support our wonderful drama club. Best of luck to those performing.
On September 29th, it was announced that Electronic Arts, or EA, has agreed to be bought by investors in the Saudi Arabian government for $55 billion, as a way for them to gain further influence through the video game scene. EA has been a huge icon in the gaming industry, with titles like Madden and Battlefield being big hits among the player base. This enormous payout could bring more gaming opportunities for EA game developers. This deal could become the largest buyout funded by private equity and bring esports into the eyes of many adults who see it as just something for children. This transaction would also result in the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia joining the Silver Lake Partners and Affinity Partners, the latter of which is owned by President Trump's son-in-law. As George Osborne, editor of Video Games Industry Memo stated, let's say, for example, a mom goes to the supermarket and picks up a copy of EA Sports FC off the shelf. They're not thinking about the geopolitics, they are just thinking of fun. And this is the genius of Saudi Arabia's strategy, that the country becomes associated with fun. The announcement of EA's acquisition brings hope to people who see this as new doors being opened for the esports industry, but also makes others worry about how far Saudi Arabia's influence will spread.
Moving on, recently the NFL has announced that the Puerto Rican singer and rapper Bad Bunny will be the halftime performer for the 60th Super Bowl on February 8th of 2026. There was mixed opinions based on his announcement. The majority of Bad Bunny's fan base were excited to hear that he would be performing, yet others were upset about the decision made by the NFL. Trump said, "I don't know who he is, I don't know why they're doing it, it's just like crazy." Not even 3 days after Bad Bunny was announced as this year's performer, Corey Lewandowski, chief advisor to Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, stated ICE agents will be at the game. And while on the Benny Show, also said, "We will find you, we will apprehend you, and we will put you in a detention facility, and we will deport you," Zaleen Johammed, the president and CEO of the Bay Area Host Committee, said. "We are confident that Bad Bunny will deliver an unforgettable experience for fans in Levi's Stadium and watching globally. This selection further amplifies the Bay Area's position as the premier destination for world-class events, and we look forward to a spectacular show that showcases the unique spirit and diversity of our region." Overall, there are mixed opinions regarding Bad Bunny being the host of the Super Bowl halftime show. Bad Bunny said, "I'm super excited to be doing the Super Bowl, and I know that people all around the world who love my music are also happy."
President Donald Trump stated last month that he would put 100% tariffs on any international movies. President Trump stated, "Our movie-making business has been stolen from the United States of America by other countries, just like stealing candy from a baby." Trump did not say when these tariffs would be put in place or if they will also be applied to films on streaming platforms such as Netflix, but these upcoming tariffs have raised concern. The senior vice president of International Policy and Global Partnership mentioned how these tariffs weaken both economies and jeopardize thousands of middle-class jobs. As of right now, the UK government is waiting for updates for the US tariffs and how much it will impact the British film industry. This is a returning policy proposal, as he has stated something similar to this in May of 2025.
Taylor Swift's headlining album, The Life of a Showgirl, was released October 3rd, 2025. The happy pop album represents her life during and after the wildly successful tour, the Eras Tour. The album has been a chart-topping hit, and many have had mixed opinions about it, claiming it is not deep in lyricals or previous albums, but most are enjoying the pop hit. Regarding the charts, by the end of the release day, it had sold 2.7 million copies. As of Monday, October 13th, it had sold 4 million album units, which includes streaming activity via Billboard. The Life of a Showgirl became Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music's most streamed album in one single day this year on each platform. Many noticed that the music platforms were crashing regarding her release on October 3rd. Now, let's head back to Aramis and Yosef at the sports desk.
Thank you, Jasper. Welcome to Sports Desk, and let's get right into it.
Volleyball team won on Wednesday against Saugus and in a 3-1 game. Their record stands at 11-5. Good job to the volleyball team.
The girls' field hockey team lost to Danvers last night, unfortunately, which makes their record 5-7-2. They lost 1-2, but they still put up a good fight. We'll get them next time.
Girls' soccer team stands with a record of 6-3-3 and beat Salem on Wednesday night in a 1-0 game. They play Masco in an away game tonight, so good luck to the girls' soccer team.
The boys' soccer team won their game against Salem at home. Now their record is 6-5-2. Sama Ramos led the way with 2 goals, with both of them coming from assists from Malad Sasson. They look to play St. Mary's on Saturday away at 7 p.m.
Golf team lost their last game to Marblehead, unfortunately, 39-33. But their record ends with a 9-5 record, and that is a good record to end off season, I think. So good job to the golf team.
The boys football team won against the Gloucester Fishermen at home in an impressive 28-22 victory against them, who were undefeated prior to their matchup against the Big Blue. The Swampscott brought the record to 3-2, which is back to a positive record, and it was led by Will Bush's 2 touchdowns, a Jack Duffy touchdown, and an impressive 84-yard touchdown kick return by Noah Bascon. Just crazy to think about, because back to Chase and Jamie.
Thank you, Aramis and Yosef. Let's go over some of the upcoming events in Swampscott. Tonight at the varsity football game, there will be a halftime show with the marching band. Then on Sunday, October 19th, there will be a Classics by the Sea car show, and the Swampscott Farmers Market will be open at Town Hall. On the same day, there will be an annual walk for My Brother's Table to celebrate 9 million meals served to those in need. Then on Wednesday, October 22nd, there will be a unified basketball game at 3 p.m. at the high school. That's all we got for this episode.
Tune in next time and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.